Good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Antonio. Good morning, my friend. YouTube is kicking. TikTok is kicking. Did you buy the... I pre-ordered it, yeah. PJ, thanks for asking. Should be here late June. Late June. I'll do an unboxing and all that kind of stuff. Is it good to buy? Yeah. Depends on what you need it for, man. You know what I mean? Just depends on what you need it for. Today I was going to see how easy it was, if it is easy at all, to switch my combined chat. Harry Drew, what's up, Harry Drew? What up, David? Good morning, good morning. For primarily realistic, yeah, for video it'll be great. It's a video camera. People are trying to say that it's going to be a hybrid camera. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's a video camera. Can I get a mic check real quick? Mic check 1 2 3. How do I sound, Antonio? Sounds good. All right, bet. Audio sounds great. Thank you, TJ. You sound like Grindr is on your home page. What's Grindr? He got muted. That's funny. I don't even, you know what? Listen, bro, I don't even, you don't want to know. All right, bet. I wouldn't even mute somebody, bro. I would look at their page. I would look at their page, and then I would and then let's look at it together. So this guy, it's a joke fam. So he's a joke. Looks like a troller. He has 39 followers, private page. I just block people like this, bro. If they say something like over sexualized or hateful, not hurtful, hateful, discriminatory, racist shit, just fucking get them out. Have you ever experienced having moisture on your lens or your cam sensor? I have not, Justine. That sounds like a nightmare, though. Does sound like a nightmare. So my thing does say that YouTube chat, both of them should show up, but it doesn't. Goku and Sun, hello from YouTube. Hello. Yeah, my YouTube chats are not combining, guys. So if I missed your thing, I apologize. Olivia's Boxing Gaming. What's up? How are you? Oh, Goku, there you are. It did show up. Oh, yay. It is working. And then Chester, are you showing up over here? Oh, yes. Success. I don't have to change. I don't have to. I was thinking I was hoping I didn't have to swap combined chats, but it looks like both of them are popping up. Very cool. Hey, it's me, Goku. I heard you're pretty strong. You heard I'm pretty strong? Hey, it's Goku. All right, so I can delete this. All right, let's go. What is the price on the umbrella lightning, brother? The price on the umbrella lighting? What are you talking about, DJ Fitz? I'm between getting the Sony A7 IV, A7C2, FX3. Any recommend? What are you doing, DV? What are you doing, man? Chester, good morning, Chester. Good to see you, buddy. How are you? How are you? How are you? I'm over here making a beat. Nice, bro. Yeah, I try to wake up as early as possible, man. I try to get my 8 hours in though. Try to get my 8 hours in. So I try to get to bed by like midnight. Well, not to bed. I try to get to bed by like 11. Wake up early so I can get up at 8, 8:30. Whenever I work, I try even to get to bed even earlier, like 10 p.m., you know? 8 hours. 8 hours is what I shoot for, David. What's up, Jason? Good morning. Good morning. I just bought the Canon R6 Mark II, including tax and warranty, brand new. Hell yeah, dude, Bobs. Good for you, man. The R6 Mark II is sick, dude. R6 Mark II is sick. Oh, I did realize I needed to do another thing too, is that I need to set my... What does that do? Saving. Saved. I got so hyped yesterday on the YouTube vertical thing that it's actually working so well. Sorry, bro, but people are such scumbags. They tell me they're gonna pay me and then they don't. That's why you gotta take a deposit, bro. Bill Star, you gotta take a deposit, broski. What do you think about the vid I sent you? Oh, David, I liked it, bro. I could tell you a couple tips though. It looks, how much warp did you use? You used a lot of warp is what I noticed. And some of the slowed down shots, just bump it up, just bump it down to 1080p, bro. 1080-60. If you're gonna be doing slow-mo, don't even use the 4K 60, dude. Yeah, David, where did you send it to me? On TikTok, right? Yeah, let's watch it. The video itself is good, but there was you used, and I know this because when I first started editing, I was doing the exact same thing, just too much warp. How much warp did you use? Can you answer? Can you remember? Personal cinematography work for client work. Yeah, very good. Yeah, all right. So let's this is David's video. Let's see, here it is. Let's see if we can get this to work. So right here. All right. So this is let's watch it once through. Can everybody see and hear this? Everybody ready? Everybody ready? Everybody here? So that's it. So right here, don't be afraid to use a tripod, bro. Some of these shots are perfectly fine if they were locked off. But yeah, it's like, look at the if I look at the subject, which is the plate of chicken, and I look at the background, it's like kind of moving like really oddly, almost like jello. And that's how I can tell that you added a warp and that you did that you did too much warp on it. So pay attention to this part right here. This part right here. This is obviously you tried doing like a locked off shot and tried moving. You got to practice that a little bit more, and then also using less warp. So can you tell me about this shot, the settings that you used here? You can see the stabilization. Exactly right. Exactly right. And we shouldn't be able to see that. I'll tell you a secret, man. Whenever I use warp stabilizer, because I'm not saying never use it, but when I use warp stabilizer, I do 2%, 5% at most. Anything above 10, I fucked up. Yeah, the video's decent for sure. I also think it's really short. If we go to this shot as well. So look at both of these shots right here. Look at the surface that it's on. Right here. It's like I'm on a boat. This shot right here, what does this have to do with the clucking sound? Like what does this have to do with the food, the chicken, and then this shot right here of the sunflowers? What does that have to do anything with the restaurant? If you want to do these kind of establishing shots, they need to be like super wide so that people get a feel for their did that with their previous video. Yeah, that's fine. I would probably nix these shots right here and highlight the food, because are people going there to eat and like have a good meal, or are they there to look at a painting of a sunflower? If you wanted to do establishing shots, I probably would have done an orbiting shot of this outside dining, because somebody as a customer might be interested in like, oh, they have outdoor seating. Yeah, being hyper specific. Like you got to put yourself. You're right, Antonio. I was talking about this last night. Like, who is the core audience for the video? And like, obviously, this video is for the owner. And what is the owner's goal? Their goal is to make money. And how does the owner make money? By getting asses in seats, right? My favorite shot is probably the drone, but my criticism overall, I like the video, but that's like, if you're asking me to be critical, this warp stabilizer you went a little heavy on, and the shots of this right here and then the next shot don't make a lot of sense to me. These kind of shots and these kind of improvements, David, don't be upset about this criticism. I'm hoping that it's constructive, but these kind of little improvements that you'll be able to make on these types of shots for your next project will set you on a different earning scale. That'll switch you from like a $300 per video per project gig to like $1,000, $1,500. Yeah, I used a lot of motion tracking, exactly. So I would dial that back. And all of this stuff, bro, is all practice, man. This is all a lot of great practice. Like, this shot is fantastic. I mean, this video is great with those extra little improvements. And also, when I point this out to you, when I tell you like nobody really cares about the painting on the wall of the sunflower. It should like, oh yeah, duh. It should be obvious, right? But something isn't obvious until it actually is. So yeah, more premium. Exactly. Like when I think of a chicken ad, bro, like what I probably would have done is like at the very beginning, if I'm doing like food, and it depends on the vibe of the restaurant too. Like imagine if you had this guy right here or this young woman, and the first 5 seconds of the shot is a close up of them picking up a piece of chicken, from the table like this. Like on the and you're like fixed in onto their shot, and then you with your camera you're tracking the piece of chicken, right? This is the piece of chicken. You're tracking the piece of chicken, and somebody out of frame picks it up, brings it to their mouth, and bites the piece of chicken. And then you add that sound effect, and then you're tracking the piece of chicken all the way up to their mouth, and then they bite into it. You know what I mean? And then you do the same shot with the woman, with the young woman over here, and then they put the chicken down, and then they grab a drink that you can only buy there or one of their most popular drinks, and then they grab the drink and then they take a sip. You know what I mean? So those are the kind of things I would have replaced a couple of those shots. So those are that's the goal. The goal is the video is for the owner. And the owner happens to sell chicken, and the owner wants to make more money selling chicken, right? So how do you create a video that helps him do that? Is kind of does all that make sense? Here, we'll watch it. We'll watch it one more time, just so that we can put all of my what I just said into context. That was cool. Yeah. Just some ideas, man. Who is the audience? Who is the audience? Gotta get that crunch of the chicken. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Overall though, man, I like the look, technically, like the technical aspects. The only thing that we really missed on was that tracking shot. Other than that, the footage looks good. You know, the footage looks pretty decent. All that stuff. So, yeah, pretty solid, bro. Pretty solid. Did I miss any comments here? Probably. Personal cinematography client work for which cam from a list would be a good start. Probably the FX30 if you're looking at the FX30. I mean the FX3. I would say great job, just needs variations. Paula, yeah, I agree. Took your advice and now I'm going out every weekend to practice. Yeah, bro. Yeah, you got to, man. You don't just go out there and take photos though, as only. Go take the photos, but come back and edit. MZ, thank you for the rose. David, yeah, squared. Yeah. Gotcha. I hope that was helpful, David. I hope that was helpful, buddy. Oh shit, I gotta go take my allergy medicine. Or get a quick shot of them dipping. Yeah, dipping into the sauce, eating the actual plate, you know. You know, it sounds telling people to act that don't act, that aren't actors, and getting them to like be excited about a piece of chicken seems corny as fuck. Cause I know that I've been there, right? I've been there. It seems corny. It seems lame. But like you really have to like 10% your energy, like increase your energy 10% to really convey that through a photo. And again, it seems lame, especially people that aren't actors, you know what I mean? That aren't like trained professionals. And then you directing them, you're also working and improving your skill there. So it seems lame, but people I have found when you are giving them direction, it's best if you do it yourself and kind of tell them exactly how you see it in your mind. And then they will kind of take that and turn what direction you give them and make it their own. And then once they do that, this is why the process takes so long. For you to go in there for 30-40 minutes and create a video is kind of unrealistic, dude. Some of these guys are in there for 4 or 5 hours, full days. That's why you charge a day rate, because you're going to be in there for 6 hours. Thanks for the critique and everyone else's comment. Yeah, David. Bro, you know why I'm excited to see your stuff, bro, is because you're fucking trying shit, man. You're trying shit, because this one that you did is gonna make the next one better, and then the next one better, and then the next one better, man. So you'll never get better if you don't put shit out there and you don't try stuff. You know what I mean? And you can save this still. I don't want to say that it's not savable or that you should redo this, but you have this raw footage. That's why it's important to always keep the raw footage for extended period of time, because you can go back in there and you can edit this again. GG's for David, everybody. Can we get some GG's in the chat? Brother, what's up, Gerald?
Brother.
Yeah, you want to, but also keep in mind, Antonio, 100% right. Like, so anytime that I'm thinking of a project that I've never done, like for example, I'm creating some videos for this karate taekwondo school. I've never done that in my life. So I was picking out some music yesterday, but today I'm gonna be looking at other accounts that have like similar type content, so that I can emulate them. So I could kind of have you guys ever read the book Steal Like an Artist? If you haven't, I encourage you. I'm sure that you can probably find a couple of YouTube videos if you guys aren't losers like me and don't like reading. But Steal Like an Artist right here. It's actually a super quick read if I remember correctly. I do audiobooks. I have a subscription to Audible. But this book right here, Steal Like an Artist, is a fantastic book. And again, it's not actually stealing, but the idea is to draw inspiration from people that are already doing it at a high level. Thank you so much. I'm finally upgrading. Oh, nice, dude. Nice, DV. GG's. Short vid as well. If you, yeah, Chester, send it over, bro. Let's watch it. Be my newest. Send me a link if you could. Do I know anything about old digicams? Not really. Yeah, Steal Like an Artist. By the way, I do have a reading list that I wanted to kind of visit again. I'm wondering if there's any value in these lists right here. I know a lot of people don't read, which has always kind of blown my mind. Well, I guess truthfully, like I've only started reading the past like 10 years. Before that, I never read, but the past 10 years, I've really taken up reading. And these books right here are some of the more creative books that have kind of helped me. But I'm just wondering if there's any value there. Are you reviewing any pictures? Luis Photo, we're just taking a look at some people's videos right now. I'm just giving feedback. Luis Photos, I do have to tell you though that I am doing reviews for channel members on YouTube. I do freelance work and want to up my quality of work. Cool. What is the best lens for the R50V? The 17-40 Sigma f1.8. YouTube doesn't let you send links in your chat. Really? Well, you can send the text, can't you? You've done it before. You've sent me links, not links like specifically, but like you've sent me the text. I just need it so I can copy and paste it. That's all. Jason, is your text coming up, bro? See, this thing is, oh, there we go. It is coming up. Trying to decide on a fast prime lens for the R10. I walk around lens, evening cityscapes, dimly lit interiors. Currently looking at a Canon RF 24, Sigma 23. I like the 23. I like the 16 millimeter. All of those are great, Jason. 30's a little tight. Yeah, 30's a little tight for sure. There it is. Yeah, it works, Chester. It works. So on my end, hold on 1 second. It works. So you can send a link. So what are we looking at here, Chester? God, this is tiny. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. Sounds epic. Little overexposed there. I like your editing, Chester. You know, I used to cut to the beat as well, but now I started cutting to the beat and movement as well. Little video for a free boat ride. Fucking right, bro. You're a little overexposed on some of these. You forgot an ND filter, didn't you? A little epic. Is it supposed to be that epic? Like the music? GG's. GG's. Yeah, I saw a couple of spots here. I know you said it was quick, but just because I'm in the mood, there's a couple of spots I'll pause on that it looked a little hot. I wish I could make this bigger, guys, but I don't think I can. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Asking you shall receive. Right here, you look a little hot right here. You're glowing. Right here, this one looks a little... I think it looks like to me that you forgot your ND filter. Same with this one. This one is... This shot right here, I can't see shit. The best general edit tip I can give is when you're editing to any soundtrack, cut a few frames after the beats lines up better. Yeah, that too. So I used to do a lot of cutting and like editing to a beat, but now I started doing like adding cutting to a movement as well. So lining up a movement and the beat at the exact same time really give like a nice impact. Where would they use this video? Is this these guys? Traveler update? Yeah, these are all, that's all sick, dude. You live a life that I could only dream of, Chester. GG's, Chester. Yeah, you live a life that I could only dream of, man. Very cool. By the way, guys, if you are brand new here, welcome in. I do have an Instagram account if you guys are interested in checking out some of my photo work, some of my stuff. Feel free to hop over. It's TMV Visual Media. Links are up here in the bio. Also got a YouTube channel if you're interested in long form content. I'm editing 2 videos today on the R100. Bro, I was using the R100 for video yesterday. And I used the 17 to 40 millimeter lens. People are gonna be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? This footage looks fucking epic. What has been the best approach to landing new clients? Calling them, talking to them. Yeah. BRB, all right, Antonio. I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna follow. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, there are a few spots that are pretty overexposed, but I was only there for like 150. Yeah. No, I got it, bro. I got it. But this is why we submit. This is why we submit. You know, our photos and our videos for like criticism, right? It's like, hey, Because I'm not an ass kisser, right? I'm not your mom either. I'm gonna tell you. But also, Chester, you know what you just said right there, kind of like, yeah, it was only $150, you know, boat ride. I don't give a shit if it was free, if it was $150, if you got $10, if you got $1,000. The level of work that you produce should not be dictated by the amount of money that somebody pays you. You got to deliver your best effort and your best work, regardless of the money that they're paying you. The full story is that I met up with a random influencer I've never met, told him I would take him a day to adventure. Nice. And then finessed us those cruise tickets and that day trip. You could be next. Nice, bro. The video quality on this live is so much better than the last live. We're using the R8. No, I haven't changed my settings. Everything's about the same. 17 to 40 on the R100 sounds like a front heavy lens. I rigged it out. So it had a V-mount battery on the back. I think anything on the R100, the R50 is kind of front heavy. Not gonna lie. Anything that's a quality lens, at least, because it's not made of plastic. The 24 STM and the 24 and the 35 STM are really nice, by the way. Yeah, those are really nice lenses. Hey, David, is David still here? I was taking notes on the 10 to 18 yesterday because I was using it. What do you think would be a good question for people a good question for me to answer regarding the 10 to 18? Because I got that video queued up for you next. Because I also did some research and I didn't see research. When I say research, I mean like I did some YouTube searches. I also couldn't find a lot of things on the 10 to 18. So I'm wondering, because I made a quick video on it, a short on YouTube, and it performed really well. And I had titled it "The Perfect Vlogging Setup for the 10 to 18." And I'm wondering your opinion because you're the one that's asking. By the way, I also take requests on long form YouTube videos if you guys ever want to. Stabilization is a good one. Well, it doesn't have IS. Okay, got it. So the focal, so how much wobbles does it have? Because the camera on the R50V doesn't have IS, so. Okay, I got it. 524. How much wobbles are on the 10 to 18 Sigma times R50V at its widest? Got it. Cool. Stabilization, ergo stabilization. Brother, tell me, brother. I'm gonna buy the Canon RP or Z30 Nikon, which is good. Is that the latest? The Z? I don't like the Canon RP. It's a little old. How old is the Z30? What are you doing with it? Need a pancake or nifty 50 for the R100? The nifty 50 is too punched in on the R100, bro. That's the thing. The 28 millimeter would be nice, but I would probably, if you're looking for something small, the 16 millimeter. I'm hoping to have a long form out soon on my ultimate run and gun adventure film making setup. Just make a video today, man. Yeah, maybe the form factor for people handheld vlogging with them. Curious as to how long and heavy it is. Okay. So you think vlogging is a good angle? The vlogging angle is what I should play into? It is a good vlogging lens. It really is. The 10 and the 18 is pretty nice. I'm hoping to get it for vlogging real estate. Okay. Vlogging, it would be perfect. Real estate would also be nice as well. I was watching a video on real estate photography, and these guys were the kind of real estate photographers that their pictures get shown in like magazines and shit. And he was talking about his photos. He charges like $5,000, something crazy. And he says that each photo he delivers of the home, however many photos that they want, like any of the core features of the home. And he was saying that each photo takes him about 1 hour to take one photo. Ever used the 24 to 240? No, Gerald, but that lens is... Buy it used. It sounds like a dream lens, right? 24 to 240 sounds fantastic. But the variable aperture on it, by the time you get to like 50 millimeters, you're already like fully stopped down. I would buy it used if you're looking at it. How much is it used? Definitely don't buy it retail. Yeah, it already starts at F4. So brand new, it's $1,000. Yeah, hell no. Fuck no. If anything, man, I would buy the 24 to 105. That's expensive, dude. Even used. I was hoping it was like $500, $400 used, but this motherfucker is crazy expensive still. So the thing is that like it's already an f4 lens, and by the time you get to like 50 millimeters, 70 millimeters, you're already at like f6.3. What's up, Andrew? One hour, like 1 hour photo, 1 hour per photo to take it, to take the photograph. But again, these guys are guys that like their photos get shown in like magazines and stuff for like mega mansions and stuff. The Sigma 15, I was thinking about buying the Sigma 15 and adding it to my collection, but I have 3 Sigma 16 millimeters already. So I'm like, do I really need the 15? No, and I have the 12 as well. I'll eventually buy it though. I will eventually buy it. Good morning, Andrew. What's the weather like over in California? Hi, Vic. I'm gonna gap it in a moment. Might be back. All right, bro. Yeah, have a good one, man. Oh, Chester, actually, David is over your way, or at least in your hemisphere of the world. Chester, you're in New Zealand, right? Sigma 45 2.0. I've never heard of that lens. Truman. Oh, neighbor. Yeah, you guys are in the same I don't know if it's the same time zone, but the same hemisphere at least. Where's he from? He's from the land down under, I think. Join so I don't fall back asleep. All right, bet. Good morning, Andrew. Good morning. Hey, Andrew, I checked out that link that you sent me, bro. It didn't work. It said error 404. Yo, it's wild, man. I'm kind of having like I don't want to say an out-of-body experience, but kind of like a moment over here thinking of David and Chester on the other side of the fucking globe right now. It's like, It's wild. What do you think about the 70 to 300 millimeter Vic? Who makes that, Chris? 70 to 300. Let's take a look at it. I gotta tell you, just off the hand, it sounds like a variable aperture lens. Tamron. Variable aperture lenses have never been my favorite, just because I think they're too expensive for what they are. Ooh, this is actually kind of cheap. 600 bucks. Oh wait, never mind. 70 to 300. Is it this one? For is this the one? For $329, this shit ain't bad. If this costs like $700, is this it? It worked just now. It's a self-hosted website. Yeah, I was on it last night. Does it not work on cell phones? Maybe that was it, because I was using it on my cell phone. Is that the problem, Andrew? So I can get to like right here. But then as soon as I click this, let's see if it's here. Then I get this. I don't know if you guys can't see that probably. It says error 404. But I can get here, and then all of the buttons get me to all of the buttons, the videos, articles, about, contact, gets me to a 404. Yeah, all of these buttons are 404. No, for the Sony E. Yeah, but is this the lens? That's still some distance. I thought we'd be closer. Is it still some distance? Man, the world is huge, isn't it? All right, so let's Google that. I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of nerding out a little bit here. So let's see. New Zealand country in Oceania. Oh, come on, man. And then you're in, where are you, David? You don't got to say the exact address, but like where are you? Unless you're on the other side of this. Oh, that is some distance. You're over here in Perth, right? That's wild. That's crazy, man. That's fucking wild. And I think Chester, if I'm not mistaken, you've mentioned where you are, but you were in some tiny little town over here, I think you said. Ain't that crazy, guys? Am I the only one tripping over that? Fucking crazy, dude. Small world? Hell no, bro. Huge world, bro. Huge world. I'm building. That's my new site. Yeah, I just want to let you know that I tried it on my mobile. I guess I could look at the other thing, but you're probably still in beta. Western, small world. I'm in Thailand. Chris is in Thailand. Damn, you guys are all over the place, man. That's wild. I do get, for some reason, I made it to the For You page of this half of the world over here. Cambodia. There's a lot of people that, actually, I don't know where he's from, but there's a guy that people come in on TikTok and say, hey, are you that guy? And I think they're all Cambodian. Or it might be Thailand, actually. Oh, Southern New Zealand. I heard it's like Bali. Is it? That'd be crazy. I took pictures of my son's graduation and a lot of the pictures were kind of blurry. Oh, damn. Would that be because my shutter speed? Yeah, probably. It could be for a lot of reasons. Cicadis. It could be because of the exposure triangle. It also could be your lens. The camera's probably fine, just the lens. You got it. All that it is a landing page and the other. Oh, so you just wanted me to. I thought you were showing me something else. Here in the Caribbean. The Caribbean is nice, dude. Caribbean is nice. Yo, I know some people, you know, that that live in New York City. And this is where I'm at, by the way, Philadelphia. And then our buddy Andrew is way the fuck over here in California. But I've been all over the United States. But like, anyways, long story short, I have some people that stop into my live that say they're from New York City, and they're like, "Oh, we don't have anything interesting to photograph." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me, dude? You're in the world's capital, New York City." Sick of this. I have the 17 to 70 tampon. You have the 17 to 70 millimeter tampon. Tamron REX. That's the lens. Yeah. That's what I figured. This is the lens. I think this is the same one, right? Or is it not? Let's see. Control copy. Yeah, dude, it's pretty cheap, man. $3.99. I wouldn't 4.5, 6.3. This is just so cheap that I wouldn't even, it'd be like $3.99, whatever. I wouldn't think too much about it. Sony 6700. The lens is pretty nice. What camera do you have? I think your camera and lens are pretty nice. But it probably was something to do with your exposure. Sick of this. Money matters. Sony 67 plus Sigma 18 to 50. Thumbs up, buddy. Different topic. Should I use the forced stop of... Should I use the first stop of IS in the R50 for handheld? No, I think you just need to get better at handheld, bro. You just need to get better at handheld. Yeah, money matters. You're good, bro. That's a nice combo. Fuck. Yeah, sick of this. How long have you been shooting? It just sounds like an exposure triangle issue. What do you use to edit? How blurry are they? Because you might be able to save some of them with some noise. What did you say they were blurry? Oh, never mind. They were blurry, not noisy. That's going to be my first setup. Yeah, you're going to be good, bro. The 67 is nice. 6.7. And that lens, the 18 to 50, is a very popular lens. I own it myself. Very nice. Actually, David owns it too, I think. Ruder Quieros, what's up, buddy? Is my YouTube is still good over here. Not a lot of comments over on YouTube vertical though. A lot more views though. A lot more views. But there's 7 viewers over on YouTube. I still might switch my chat combination thing. Hello, I want to, while sitting. The face was fine, but like the hands and feet were kind of blurry because they were, yeah. So what was your, can you look at your metadata on your photo and let me know what your shutter speed was? Some movement in the hands and feet, like I think are all right, but the face doesn't move as much as the hands and feet, right? But if you're anywhere like, 1/60, 1/80, you're probably going to get some natural motion blur. If you want it to be sharper, 1/500. But again, it's the exposure triangle, right? So you're going to have some, if you increase something, something else is going to be impacted. That sounds weird. Hello, I want to ask if I should buy a Sony or Nikon for wild. You should get a Nikon for wildlife, dude. For sure. What the fuck is that name? Hey guys, can you guys pronounce that name right there? The one that starts with Z? Zaka Technik Hing Photograph. Jesus Christ, what a hell of a name right there, dude. I'm a guess photograph means photograph, right? Haha. I'm smart. Thanks for your opinion. That live is the first normal in my for you. That live is the first normal in my for you. To the out of focus person, what camera, what focus mode do they have? I think they were using a what? I don't think they mentioned. Think of this. What camera are you using? Thank you, brethren. Brother. You're welcome, brother. You're welcome. Are you a fan of the Crocodile Hunter? Back in the day I was. The Crocodile Hunter, was that like the guy with the knife? For you page, I mean. That's a Czech name, but thanks for the answer. You got it, bro. Yeah, Nikon, man. Nikon, whenever I see somebody with a Nikon, dude, I also those are the guys that go outside and like birding, and like those are the guys that go to like what's it called? Safari expeditions and stuff. Is the Tamron 70 to 180 f2? It's good, yeah, for sure. That's a Czech name. Yeah, no problem, bro. You are welcome. I don't see names like that very often. And the Nikon F50. What camera are you thinking about? What camera are you thinking about buying? And what lenses do you have? Dog, is the ZVE10 Mark 1 enough for gym brand? I need detailed photos of my products and gym vids. ZVE10 2, broski. ZVE10 2, that's this guy right here. The ZVE10 1, I think. Oh, this is a little hot right now. Should I close my window a little bit, guys? Blackout shades are nice, dude. Yeah, now there we go. This is the ZVE10 2. I think the ZVE10 1's a waste of money. You can buy a better camera than the ZVE10 1. Fun fact, it's almost winter in Australia. Yeah, I did see your video that it was cold. That it was cold out. You said it was like too cold. The one video that you made with the vlog, bro, where you went on a bus and then went somewhere and then came back home. What the hell was that? Yeah, those are my two options. Was wondering if the ZVE10 Mark 1 was enough. It's just not worth the money. I would just save up a couple more dollars, a couple more gold coins, and get the ZVE10 Mark II. Sony's more expensive, man. Sony is more expensive in terms of camera bodies. When is the last time that Sony made an entry-level camera? When is the last time that Sony released an entry-level camera? Like, I want to say entry-level, like $700, $800, like a modern one. I bought the RS4 Mini. Oh, bro, were you using the Mini off of on that video? Canon C40 versus FX6. I don't know either of those cameras, buddy. I don't know much about cinema cameras. I only have one cinema camera, and it's a little baby one. What's the worst lens you have? I don't have any bad lenses, actually. All the lenses that I have are all quality lenses. I wouldn't say top quality, but they're all lenses that I bought with intention, because I don't buy any kit lenses. Shot by Crimson, what's up, man? What about the kit lens? I don't have any kit lenses. I buy all my cameras without a kit lens. And that's how I tell everybody to buy it. I actually had a little rant on my latest video that I need to edit today about never buying kit lenses and how I think that they are kit lenses. When people buy kit lenses that have never had a lens before, really get discouraged and disillusioned. So that is a kit lens. Technically it comes together as a kit, but that 20 to 50 is a L series lens, which is different. You know, there are some G Masters that come in kits as well. Sony A7R6 versus Canon R5. I think both of them are great, but I'd probably get the Sony A7R6. It's more expensive too, and it's newer. Now I have only 35-80mm on Nikon and 18 to 55 on Canon. That's the kit lens, but I'm thinking of Tamron. Yeah, I would get the 150 to 500 for sure. Only need another 600 to pre-order. Nice, bro. Actually, I was gonna reach out. I was gonna kind of cold call a jewelry company that asked me for some work back in the day to see if they needed they wanted to hire me, but I didn't want to work for them. I offered them just services a la carte, and they said they were interested in hiring me instead. But I don't have the time to be somewhere like full time. So I was going to reach out to them and ask them if they need, because I looked at their Instagram page and they haven't posted anything since March. So I was going to ask them if they needed any work done so that they can have some more content. And I was going to charge them maybe $800, $1,000 for a couple of shoots. I think 2 weekends would be fine. L series kit lens. Yeah, there are some like the R6 Mark II and the R6 Mark III, and there's some Sonys come with G Master lenses. Canon R6 Mark III kit. Yeah, like this one right here. So this one is, if you look, this one comes with the 24 to 105 kit lens. This is a kit lens, 24 to 105 variable aperture, but they also sell it with the L series lens as well. Oh, my bad, hold on. They also sell it with the L series as well. So this one is the non-L for $3,149, and they also sell it with the fancy lens, which is the red ring. Right, the 14 to 30 came with the R50V. It's very discouraged. Exactly, dude. Exactly, Travis. Exactly right, broski. Like, because, and it's not the user's fault. Truthfully, it's not. It's the camera brand's fault. Because you, as the novice, or one as the novice that has never dealt with cameras and lenses, you're like, oh, bro, I spent all this money, $800. I'm gonna get some bomb ass footage that looks like a fucking movie. I'm gonna be the next Michael Bay or the next you know, who's the guy that's directing the Odyssey? Christopher Nolan. I'm gonna be the next Christopher Nolan, and then you get this shitty little lens, and like you can't make shit. You know what I mean? Because the lens has such limitations, and that's what I mean. Like that feeling right there. Because then that person is gonna go and like, okay, so how do I get a proper lens, or what's a proper lens? And then they're like, oh, that's $1,500. It's $1,000. They're like, what? Fuck this. So I think that kit lenses just kind of like disillusion people, and they're really doing a disservice. And the 15 to 30, I don't want to say it's not the best. It's definitely not the best lens in the world, but like, it's not a lens that you can. I always think kit lenses are for like students, like 14, 15-year-old students, or like grandma, you know, that just wants to take pictures of their grandkids. I took some photos with the 16. Thank you for the heart me. Appreciate it, Chris. Hello, hello. I took some photos with the Sony 16-50mm kit lens and 50, and all the photos were blurred. They're soft, bro. All the photos are going to come out soft, Chris. Exactly right. By the way, my name means beginner photographer, but I had it for like 5 years. Oh, okay, got it. I bought 2 kit lenses before getting and you wasted your cash on that, didn't you, David? Like, do you still have those lenses? Because if you try to sell them, they're going to give you fucking pennies on them. The 17-40 is pretty great, but the 18-50 is a million times better than the kit lens, dude. Just bought the Fujifilm X-E5. Any tips? Jan, go outside. Go outside and take photos with it every single day, Jan. Those are my tips. Those aren't my tips for you, Jan. Those are my tips to everybody. Go outside and take photos. That R6V gonna clean me out. Me too, man. Me too. Don't insult grandma. I watched a video from Ken Rockwell yesterday. And in the video, he's talking about a camera, a specific camera, the R100. And he recommended it for his mom like 6 times in the video. No joke. Yeah, there were. It was a waste of time and money, David. So like, you know, those 2 kit lenses, like the fact that you got 50 to 60% of them is like, fuck, dude, super annoying. Chris Bollies, can I ask something about cameras in general? Are you? I see you're. Yeah, of course, Chris. What's up, buddy? That's a nice lens, 24 to 105 f4. Yeah, 24 to 105 f4 EF. Just make sure you get the adapter, Crimson. Shot by Crimson. D500. What camera are you streaming on? On TikTok, I'm using a Canon R8, and then on YouTube, I'm using a R50. I've been using the lens on the R50V. Not bad. Helps me get more reach at car meets. Yeah. How does the F4 handle the crop sensor? Shot by Crimson. Same. I want the 28 to 70 f2 for the R6V. The 28 to 70 f2 is a monster lens, dude. I don't have it right here in front of me. I was using it for photos yesterday, for thumbnails. I'm gonna be publishing 2 YouTube videos today, back to back. They kind of go with each other, and then I'm gonna be scripting out another video. Oh, different camera for each platform? Yeah. So I have one camera vertical, and then I have one camera horizontal. On YouTube, I'm actually streaming horizontal and vertically. I have I started using 2 stream keys for YouTube. What do you think of a prime lens like a 35 for street photography? On a full frame, Andrew, I like the 35 a lot. I also like the 28. Those are really nice focal lengths. Isn't there another way? What do you mean? OpenGate should fix that. OpenGate can fix that, but the problem is that it outputs 7K footage. So you need an encoder that can encode 7K. So the problem with OpenGate right now, in my opinion, is that there needs to be a firmware update that can let you do OpenGate in 4K. Because the 7K OpenGate is a problem. It's a problem because of the bandwidth, and it's a problem because of the memory, like the storage that's required. It's a lot. 7K is a lot, dude. But it should fix it. You're right. 100% should fix it. It will. I think it will. They have to. They have to do something. They have to do something. What is OpenGate? OpenGate just lets you use the entirety of the sensor. Have I showed you guys like a demo of what that looks like, a visualization? So what OpenGate is, what it like kind of, see if I can, here we go. So I think I did make a visualization here. So you guys see this diagram right here? So let me see if I can kind of remake this for you. So OpenGate is going to be kind of like this. So this is the entire sensor. This is a full frame sensor right here, okay? Typically when you are filming something, it only lets you, hold on. Let's change this color to pink. So when you are filming something and you want to record something, you get the 16:9 aspect ratio. So it's like, it looks like kind of like this. Okay. And that's what you get. When you are using OpenGate, you can use the entirety of the sensor. And even this is going to be more narrow, actually. OpenGate, so OpenGate, this is the entire sensor, all of the blue, right? So when you have OpenGate, you can use the entirety of the sensor, so it'll be more square. It's a 3x2. Okay, so OpenGate, all cameras that don't have OpenGate, you're only going to be able to use in horizontal mode. You're only going to be able to use this bottom pink, which is like that cinematic with the black bars on top and bottom, 16:9 or 9:16. And then you have to turn the camera and then you'll get this other aspect ratio over here. OpenGate, which cameras that have OpenGate let you use the entirety of the 3x2 sensor. Chris, thank you for the donut. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I didn't even need to be in RAW. If I had 4K in log, that would be already taking an absurd difference. Yeah. It's one vertical, one horizontal. I thought they had the same orientation. Yeah, so they do have the what it means is like you won't be cut off basically. So you have more space. Yeah. Newer phones do have OpenGate as well, but you're right, David. It doesn't really matter with a, it's not even a 1-inch sensor, bro. It's like a tiny little rinky dinky sensor. I have an illustration for that as well up here. So I have like cell phones already kind of, so this is a full frame sensor right here. This is a APS-C sensor. And then I have the little 1/3 sensor. I'm annoyed I want OpenGate. You have OpenGate, Andrew. I want to buy my first camera. Do it, bro. Yeah, for like cropping to Instagram, 60:9 video for YouTube. Exactly. Exactly. I do have one video that was recorded in OpenGate. And I labeled the video OpenGate sucks. I probably need to retitle that video, actually. I have a video that I titled OpenGate sucks. Here we go. OpenGate sucks. And here you'll be able to see. So if you guys can notice the size of this window right here, you see how big this is? It's more of a square. If you go to another one of my videos, like this one that I did over here, then this is a super, oops, hold on. And then this is a much narrower field of view right here. And iPhone doesn't count. You didn't say that, bro. You said open gate.
I suck at it.
And this is more square. So technically I can take this footage and I can cut it vertically and I won't lose any quality in the footage, which I still might do. Oh, we just got back. We don't like OpenGate. I like OpenGate. I just wanted to make a video, so I made a thumbnail that just says OpenGate sucks. But I probably need to retitle this video. It didn't perform as well. The Canon R50V video rig right here that I made did do well. My goal for YouTube videos, if I can get a little over 1,000, dude, that's what I'm aiming for. Some videos are hit or miss, man. Some videos are hit or miss. 40 views on this one. This one's sad. I should remake that one as well. This one, 100 views. Yeah, these are all buns right here. 4.3, 3.6. I got video ideas for days, man. FX3 Mark II will have OpenGate. I don't know, man. I think the FX2 Mark II might have OpenGate. Yeah, kind of like the DJI Osmo Action 6, but that's a tiny sensor as well. But yeah, exactly. That's why when people ask me for recommendations on an action cam, I recommend the DJI 6. Nerd Affiliated, what's up, buddy? How are you? Welcome. In my opinion, 21:9 is the best for YouTube videos. Just as they said, it's only my opinion. I've never used 21:9. Yeah, Rooter Quietos, that's exactly right, man. It's not, OpenGate isn't for everybody. The people that really hate on OpenGate, it's my opinion that I think they're just coping. They're like, they're just like grumbling. But truthfully, who I think OpenGate is for the people that insist on or are really really don't want to shoot vertically. I was like, for you guys, that's who OpenGate is for. It's for you guys that are really resistant to turning their camera sideways. David, I got 40 views on mine, and that's a milestone. Did you really, David? LA. What is your channel again? LA David, right? No. Or VA David? Oh, DA. The visuals, that's what it is. I'm subscribed already. I just don't remember the name off. Let's see. 51 views, bro. What are you talking about, man? 51 views. That's 6.4 times more than your regular videos, bro. Nine views on this one. I'd probably retitle this one. This latest video here that you did. I would probably retitle this one. You got to try the A/B testing, man. See if you get any more hits from that. I would rename this video, this video, this video. I would rename all of them. Also, do you have, what do you use to edit, David? Are you able to pull transcripts from your videos? Andrew Photographer, you'd be surprised, bro. There are cheaper cameras that have that already have OpenGate, like the Panasonic. A ton of Panasonics, a ton of Fujis have OpenGate. They're on smaller sensors, but DaVinci and CapCut. Been thinking about buying Studio. You probably don't need Studio. I don't know if you're. I mean, it's a one-time purchase, but can you pull what's it called? Can you pull transcripts? Hey, this is Andrew. Canon R6V has open. Yeah, Canon R6V does have OpenGate. Oh, Andrew, you're watching Andrew Photographer. You're watching on YouTube Vertical. Appreciate you, bud. I just recently started streaming on Vertical over there. DaVinci Resolve Studio is worth it if you plan on doing any. Yeah, exactly. And also 10-bit, right? Does it do 10 and 12-bit editing? Ah, got it. Then yeah, it'll definitely be worth it. Is Lumix S5 II an overkill? No, the S5 II is sick, dude. Correct, that too. I don't think it does 12. Yeah, because some 12-bit is fine. 12-bit is coming up. There's a couple cameras that shoot in 12-bit now, but those are like higher. But what I'm saying, David, is if you can pull transcripts from your videos, bro. Like if I go to one of your videos right here, I have a YouTube summary thing right here up in the corner, and I can get a full transcript of your video. Oh wait, hold on. Is this it? I can get a full transcript of your video. No transcript available. I don't know why it's not working on your video. It should work.
$300 one.
But I pull when I do this for my videos. No transcript available. Having issue. Huh. On my videos, I can get transcripts, but I pull mine usually from my own videos, from my own edits. And like for example here, this is the I can pull my transcript. I should. Maybe it's this PC. Yeah, here we go. So I have all this transcript over here, and all of the timestamps are right here. What I do is I take all of my transcript for my video, and I put it into Chat GPT, or an AI. Claude can do this too. Any, and I ask it to give me YouTube timestamp titles, so that I can put them as in the description of the video. And what Google does is that it indexes, it gives me this right here. And all of these titles right here, I want them to be indexable by Google and search engines. Yeah, so what I would do, David, instead of doing it manually, is I would ask AI to do it for you with the idea of SEO and search engine indexing, and give it like, it'll give you titles that are indexing for Google. It should help, and it'll make it a lot faster. But now if I go to this, like, will the R6V overheat? Now this little thing right here is going to be indexed by Google, so when somebody asks it in Google, my video might surface. Does that make sense? Am I speaking past anybody, or is everybody understanding what I'm talking about here? That's actually really smart, actually. David, I do this, buddy. I do this, man. But yeah, so that's kind of what I do with my videos. But I do it, I just have this thing called YouTube Summary. So I can actually pull transcripts from any video on the internet, even if I don't have it. Like this video right here that just dropped. The amount of advice that I should have the transcript available. It should come up. At least I think it should. Yeah, right here. So this guy's video that I don't know who the fuck he is, I can go here and I have his entire transcript to his video. And I can pull this and do all, I have the transcript. I know where I search something that the video popped on, it's like a single, exactly. So if you ever go to like google.com and you type in like for example, will the FX3 overheat? If I just, we'll see if this works in real time. There are videos that pop up, short videos like these videos right here. These populated from that question. And there's also a YouTube video that popped up, right? So this is what I'm trying to do with my YouTube videos, is that when I create this indexing for these timestamps for this latest video that I did, I'm hoping that Google will index this video because I've provided it a timestamp and I've provided it titles that are common questions. So I'm hoping that when somebody searches, will the FX3 or will the R6V overheat, my video will pop up. Chris Ballas, thank you for the gifts. Appreciate it. My brother, love the view. Is vertical? Yeah, we're vertical right here. Any little way to leverage your stuff and make it easier for Google to find you, bro? That's YC Imaging, bro. He's great. Yeah. I think I've seen him around, but I don't know if I've really paid attention to his content. Lumix S5 II is a bit out of my budget, but any other option has no fan. I don't think the S5 II has any fan. Thank you for the gifts, Chris Ballas. Appreciate you. What is a that's all gift? Appreciate it. Yo, the views on YouTube Shorts, dude, on YouTube Live Shorts are wild, man. Wild. I can't believe I haven't done this in a what's your YouTube, brother? You can get Renox. I think you're already subscribed, bro. You should be. It's a TMV Visual Media, broski. Unless you told me you subscribed and then you lied to me. $49 a month. That's a pretty good average for me. I'm pretty happy with that. Sometimes I get 100, sometimes 90. Average video length 98 minutes. Jesus. Similar channels. Andrew, are you on the live, bro? Because I feel like you're talking about something we talked about it. I want access to it now. Oh, 2 live streams. Look at this. So when I go to my Google, my actual page or whatever, I have 2 live streams going at one time. Check this out. So there's this live right here, which is the vertical, and then this live over here. Fantastic, dude. I might need to change that. I might need to swap the gear list to the top one. Andrew photographer. Yeah. I want access to it now. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're talking about anymore. Anyways. Only the S5 2X have. I don't think the S5 2X has a fan, bro. Somebody said that yesterday too. I was like, dude, I don't. The Lumix do not have active cooling, bro. I am sure it does. I am sure it doesn't. I've held these cameras in my hand. And they don't have fans. They have vents, but I don't think it has an active fan. I'm looking at it right now. But I've held them. I went to the store and I was like, I don't remember them having active cooling. It's a Google alternative to Linktree that works way better and it's free. Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't fuck with betas too much though. I'm not as confident in betas as you are. But there's always something new, man. There's always the new thing. All right, let's read this. Oh, look. This camera records 6K video for up to 30 minutes. Interesting. So the 6K has limitations. Look at the official page. Like lumix.com. I believe that it has fans. Not fans, vents. Raw power. Stability. This is a great camera. This is a fantabulous camera. Yeah, nobody's arguing that. What I'm saying is I don't know. Oh, here we go. Oh, it does have active cooling. Look at that. Heat management for unlimited recording time. An optimized heat dissipation structure enables extended recording even when shooting in high resolution. Is this an active fan though? Yeah, look at that. Capture. So yeah, it looks like that's active cooling right there. But why doesn't it say active cooling? An optimized heat dissipation structure enables extended record even when shooting in high resolution. Something's fishy about the wording of this thing. And I don't like it. Does the S5 II have it as well? Oh, sold out. Oh, I want the S5 II. Right, the wording is fishy. I'm not the only one, am I? Because active cooling is active cooling. I don't think that would be trademarked. It does look like it has active cooling. You are right, but they do mention the fan is above the sensor. Yeah, I can see it in the image. That's not the question. The question, and I see the vents. It just seems weird to me. Yeah, and it can record. This is a monster camera. No, nobody's arguing that. Yeah, nobody's arguing that. S1R, does this one have it too? It looks like it does, kind of. It also has that awesome, what's it called? The awesome, oh, my page froze. Damn it. Could it be another brand calls it their cooling system? Yeah, it could be. It could be. So it could be that too. And again, I'm not trying to beat up the camera because the cameras are sick, dude. If I had unlimited money, I'd probably buy the S1R too. Just because of the resolution. This one has the same vents. .44 megapixels at 40 FPS burst shooting is wild. Thanks for looking at. Yeah, no problem. Advanced AI technology. That should be more front and center. The fact that it has a fan. It does seem sus though. But again, these Lumix cameras are fantastic. Are fantastic. There's no saying otherwise. I don't know what active cooling actually is. It just means when the temperature of the camera rises, a little fan turns on and keeps the back of the camera and the battery and all of its components cooler so that it can run longer. Does it have a fan? It does have a fan. Yeah, it does have a fan. I think all of these Lumixes do now that I look at it. Because they all have the same vents. It's a little rinky-dinky fan, but it looks pretty good. The fact that it's not like more like front and center in terms of a feature is kind of odd to me. Is definitely odd. I would be using that would be like front and center for me. Yeah, look. It has a little fan at the top. An optimized heat dissipation structure enables extended recording even when shooting at high resolution. 422 10-bit unlimited recording from 0 to 104 degrees. Ever heard of a ProMaster tripod? No. Who makes it? How much is it? I mean, active cooling might have another component to it. Active cooling, see, this is kind of the thing that I'm looking at it, because the way that they're wording this, heat dissipation structure, is kind of odd because they're not saying it. More research is needed. More research is needed. I'm gonna go to the camera store next time I'm in the city and just look at these cameras and see what it says. Bought it secondhand for $12. Hey, bro, secondhand, nice, man. It's heavy and clunky. You got it for $12, bro. You got it for $12. That's what happens, bro. $12. As long as it works, man. As long as it works and it could get you the shots you want. Yeah, some of those shots that you had too, I would do some more static shots, man, in your videos. Yeah, 90. I mean, next time you watch, David, next time you're doing some research and like drawing inspiration, and you're looking at like YouTube, Instagram pages, YouTube videos, commercial ads and stuff, you know, watch an ad with a notebook in front of you and then try to like identify if the shot is like, you know, the techniques that were used to create the shot. Like take a look at the lighting, take a look at the types of movements that were used, if it was a static shot, you know, and look at stuff like that a little bit more. How do I want to say it? I was going to say analytically, but like take a look at it more like intentionally and try to like figure out how they created that shot. I considered having a Lumix, but for those who work in a group, the market here asks for some. Yeah, I totally get it, man. That's one problem that Lumix has, you know, Lumix and Fuji, like it's not really, you know. I've also come to learn that in the United States, and this is probably true across the world, geographically, even in the same country, different markets use different cameras. So here in Philadelphia, you know, different pockets of Philadelphia will use different camera brands because people are like communicating with each other. You know what I mean? So New York City might be super popular with like Sony. LA might be popular with Canon. Philadelphia might be popular with another one, but it's usually like regional, and then it even gets like reduced further down. So what you're saying, Rooters, makes sense. Lumix is just one that is like not very commonly used. Here in the United States, nobody uses OM. I shouldn't say nobody, but like I've never met anybody that uses an Olympus. Okay. Yeah, David, become the student of the craft, bro. And LA is Leica, is it? That sounds about right, bro. LA would be Leica. Yeah, David, become a student of the craft, bro. Become a student of the craft, man. One thing that I do that I can't help myself from doing is I always, at events or like sporting events or news events, anywhere where there's cameras, I'm always looking to see what the people are using, what lenses they're using, what cameras they're using. So I'm looking at the people that are photographers, videographers, and I'm always kind of just checking out what the fuck they're using. What gear is that? What are they doing right there? Panasonic S5. Yeah. I'm not joking. I wasn't joking either, Andrew. LA would be Leica. LA seems like a very Leica place. In this check, it's only iPhone, no digital camera. It's fine. Panasonic S5. I like the S5 too. I feel like I'm special when I take my digital camera. You are special, Andrew. Andrew, photographer. We're all special. I done that too. Even in movies, the lens, the camera, the lighting is more of a plot than the plot. Yeah, facts, bro. Facts, dude. I'm like observing, you know, I don't want to take the joy out of enjoying a movie or a show, but I'm like, how the fuck did they make that? You know, one of the things I like about your vlogs is your establishing shots. I never do that for my videos. Like I never walk into frame or walk out of frame. I'm always just talking straight to camera, which I should probably do. I'm thinking about incorporating that a little bit more. But my partner and I considered switching to Canon because we've already used her lenses in Blackmagic. So we'll pull some EF lenses and I want to work independently. Yeah, that's Rooters. That's kind of what I say to people before they switch. I'm like, the only reason, if you're heavily invested in one ecosystem like Canon or Sony or whatever you're invested in, it's really expensive and time consuming, and like kind of you lose a lot of money by switching over regardless of what you're switching to. And I only recommend it to people if they work in like a production house or they work with a team of people that are all using one brand and one camera lenses. It's like, then it makes sense to switch over to what they're using so that everybody can kind of match their footage, match their shooting style, match the scent, you know, all that stuff. Hi, recently was on the tight budget, so I bought a Lumix G7. I really wanted 4K video, and the market in my country is really scuffed. So I just bought the G7. Was this the right choice? What do you think of the G7? Cheers. Shoabid. Sheer Shoabid. Planning to do establishing shot in the style of GTA 5 character switch soon. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I think, what are you going to use for it? Like a 360 cam or an action cam? A drone. I mean, you'd get some good practice out of it. I would probably use a 360 camera if you have one. I have so much footage to go through, man. So much footage to go through. Also, part of like my my YouTube strategy right now is all of these lives, dude. All of these lives in the past month, I've gained like, I think in the past 2 months, I've gained 300 subscribers just from going live. By the way, if you guys are in the live right now and haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. And on TikTok, I'm so close to 9,000, dude. How close am I? How close am I on TikTok? How close am I on TikTok? 8,684. Whew. What is that? I got 320 more to go to get to 9,000. 10,000 is the goal. I'm honestly loving the G7, and that's it, bro. If you love the G7, then use it, man. Does anyone here still use film camera? I have a film camera because I think it's totally dead, and it's definitely not dead. It's expensive. What's a G drive? Do you... Yeah, if you love the G7, then fuck it, dude. Just use it. I'm honestly loving the G7, but our case is specific. We already have the Holy Trinity and some... Yeah, but please observe and study what is best. Exactly, dude. The grind is paying off. It is, bro. It would. My friend offered to edit my vlogs for this week, so I can't see. Yeah, and that's good practice for them, too. You know? And also, when you see somebody else edit your own work, you get some ideas. You're like, oh, I never even thought of that, dude. Pastor Brian, what's up, man? Have you taken a look at the Lumix? I have looked at it. Do you? No, I don't recommend it for video. Parcero, buenos días. Una pregunta, ¿se puede recuperar unas fotos borradas? I've never done it. Yo nunca lo he hecho, amigo, pero creo que sí es posible. Hay un servicio que se puede hacer, pero nunca lo he hecho. I'm gonna see my mom. We have some family photos that I'm trying to get. Family photos of me as like a baby and like my sisters and brothers as babies. From like the early 90s. And they're all physical photos. So I'm talking to my sister about how to get them. And she says they're all physical photos. I'm like, we should probably digitize those. And I sent my sister and my brother some of my nice cameras, so maybe they can do it for us. Buenos dias sounds like a catchphrase from a fighting game. Buenos dias. Me puede ayudar, amigo. Es que ayer tomé unas fotos, no sé qué pasó, se borran de mi tarjeta. No te puedo ayudar, amigo, porque yo no sé el proceso, yo nunca lo he hecho. Yo solamente sé que hay servicios que uno necesita pagar y ellos recuperan las fotos que perdiste. SWVA Shop, what's up, buddy? I was thinking about you last night, man. How's the business? Lumix for anything, really. Lumix is good, man. The new Lumixes, the S5 II are nice. I'm in trouble, JK. Am I? No, not at all. No, not at all. I was just, sometimes I think of people that I've been communicating with, because I still owe you a QR code. I owe you a QR code. Let me actually look at that real quick. Where is my QR code? What do I have it on? Let me go get it, actually. I have one of those QR codes from a company, like the dot cards, but the dot cards are a subscription. I actually have a QR code from a brand like this, and this is a lifetime card, so you don't need a subscription for it, which was nice. But let me see if I can pull the QR code, and then I'll just give it to you right now because I still owe you that. Business is good. Having a couple big bulk orders I need to start knocking out. That's good, bro. That's good, man. How far away are you from doing it full time? I know you were kind of contemplating that a while back. All right, so this is the QR code. So save QR code to photos, download. Oh, look at that. Set as default. Why is it doing this? Make Adobe Photos Express your default app for easily. Why not? I actually don't know if I want to do that. No, I don't want to do that. All right, so there is the photo. Where is it downloaded to? Photos, always. There it is. Okay, so I'm gonna just send this to you, broski. Where have I chatted with you? There we go. Let me see. Can I just do this right here? Let's find out. Downloads, take my picture, QR code. Boom. It sucks that it says OVU on it. It's kind of shitty, to be honest, now that I'm looking at it. But maybe that's why it's a free fucking thing. And what happens when I take a photo of it? So what this does, guys, if you guys don't have something like this, you guys need to have something like this, a QR code. Yeah, it works. ovu.com. It takes you right to my page. So as soon as you scan it, it takes you to my contact page where people can follow me, Instagram, send me money. We'll see if that works. Business is good. Lumix is humbly and unbiasedly the best ever. Yeah, they're slept on, Chester. Bro, SWVA, man, I had the exact same issue, bro. Not working for my own thing, but I had a job. You guys might have heard my story before, but I had a job where I was making great money, damn near six figures. And like right up against six figures. And like my business that I was the creative business, my first job before leaving had nothing to do with creativity. It was managing a production line. Nothing to do with anything creative, but like I couldn't find a way to make enough money doing this stuff until I finally did. So it took me like 5 years. It took me 5 years to actually do it. Hi Vic, do you watermark? I do not watermark my images. AI training does not bother me, no sir. Zero connection. You have the little baby emoji. Thanks again, bro, for being a part of my channel membership, man. Listen, let me know if you ever need a photo review, Zero connection. Did you see the Insta360 new lav mic? You can have a QR code on. I did see that, yeah. Hello, my budget is 1K Laka. What would you recommend? What is 1K Laka? What is 1K Lak? Is that how you say it? I asked Nena the other day. All she has to do is take a photo of a photo. Bro, I make merch in bulk for my whole day, job, company, and specific team a few times. Yeah, dude, if you got a good thing going, man, fuck it, bro. You know, you got a good thing going, and it works until it doesn't, right? So, but yeah, no, I was thinking about you the other day. I was like, I still owe him the QR code. I just sent you that QR code. I'm not incredibly happy with the fact that it says OVU in the center of it, but it is what it is. On a shirt, where would that look good on a shirt though? Truthfully, you think on the lapel, not the lapel, but on like the breast, it would look fine? You know what pisses me off, David, about the new Insta360 mic, bro? Is that I literally just bought another Insta360 mic like a couple weeks before the new one came out. I was like, fuck. But I use them for my 360 cameras, and I need to use them more, actually. The back? Yeah, I'd like to have it on the back, like huge on the back, and then like one on the chest plate. And if it works out, I might get a jacket as well with that print, but on the hat would be dope. I was in the office this week and the second in charge asked how the business was. Asked how the business 1,000 people company. What do you mean? So you were in the office and the second in charge asked you how your business was? Or how his business was? I might have missed what you said. Oh. He's like, hey, by the way, how are we doing? he's like, hey, am I okay? Like, that is funny, dude. That is funny. Is the A7 II still worth to be considered? I mean, it's an older camera. If that's all that you can afford, dude, I always tell people buy the best that you can afford, man. It is a little bit older, but if you're okay living with the compromises, then fuck, get it, you know? Kind of bizarre what happens to me. I never wanted to work with politics, but every time a proposal appears. That is one thing that was I was looking at here in Philadelphia. There's in major cities, there's like local like voting and like, you know, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of places that are like running for elections, and I don't pay much attention to like local politics and like when they're holding elections or when they're campaigning. But there is an opportunity for me. I've had one of them. I didn't really like the work, but politicians, they need photos. They need, because of social media now, they need content regularly. Kind of like that Mamdani guy who like went crazy for his like campaigning, where he was making crazy amounts of social media videos. I think that's going to be trending, not just in the United States, but just all over the world, where people are going to be needing content creators like us that will pay them to go follow them around and kiss babies, shake hands and stuff, so that they can create like hyper specific content really, really fast. Exactly our business. Is the Sony A7 II, do you have your own logo? I do your logo left chest, then QR in the back. I don't have an actual logo. It would just be TMV Visual Media. I've never made a logo. Maybe I can make one. It wouldn't be it would just be TMV Visual Media underneath. I wouldn't do anything fancy. And make it like a square, like a 1x1 square. I'm not a designer. I could probably mock something up. What happens if we just remove the OVU? Does that actually do? I don't know. As soon as you said that, I thought about that. I did just think, I literally just thought about it myself. I was like, what happens if I just erase that? How do we test that? How do you think we should test that? How do you think we should test that? I don't know. Can I put another window in front of it? I can only make this so small. I don't know. I don't know what would happen. Maybe a sticky note? Do I have a sticky note somewhere? Do I have sticky notes? I don't know. Maybe. Oh, sticky note app. Perfect. There it is. See? That's why you get paid the big bucks, buddy. Damn it. It covers up some of it, but let's see if that works. Oops, nope. Sticky note. I don't think this will work, but let's find out. Hey, we're just goofing here. Photo. It didn't read it. Oh, it did. It did read it. Yeah, it popped right up. It didn't read it like almost immediately, so we might be able to take that part out. Is that what you're getting at? SWVA. So if you can see on my screen, the sticky note is a little bit bigger. It like bleeds over the sides a little bit, but even with that, it didn't read it as cleanly as the first one though. Boom. Actually, it did. Yeah, it pops right up. Crazy, man. Technology's so cool. Yeah, put your TMV in there or nothing. Yeah, I would put TMV in there for sure. For sure. I could bring this into an editing thing, add the TMV there, test it, and then send it over to you. Cool. I'll add that to my list. Antonio Garcia, what's up, buddy? Hello, I'm new to your channel and want to start on photography and video. What would be the best camera? How much money you got, Antonio Garcia? R6 or R7? Ooh, I'd get the R6. What are you doing with it, PM official? Yeah, what are you doing with it? Ari Alexa, if the budget allows. Yeah, get a Sony Venice, right? Have you seen Obsession? I have not. I'm on baby duty. Yeah, no rush on it, bro. Oh my God, I just got a restriction on TikTok, you guys. Did I even say anything? Or it's probably because of this Oh, it's probably the QR code. SWVA shop, you just got me in trouble, bro. You just got me in trouble. How dare you? I think the QR code on the TikTok live was an issue. Harry Drew, what's up, Harry Drew? Tell me the shirt brand one more. True Classic. But it's this shirt. But the brand of the shirt wasn't really important. It was the blend, right? I think it was 96 and 4. 96. I don't want to take my shirt off here. Let me go check again. '96 polyester, 4% spandex, size large. And I've been wearing, and they sell these shirts in bulk, like whites, blacks, faded, whatever this, what is this called? I think this is called something, right? This kind of pattern or whatever. Heather, I think it's called. Tell me the shirt brand. Oops. Budget 1,003. That's a big budget, bro. If you want a full frame, bro, Antonio Garcia, I would probably get yourself a full frame camera. R6 Mark II, A7 IV. Those are fantastic cameras. A 67, probably not, dude. With that budget, you have a budget for a full frame. Heather, yeah, exactly. It's this Heather pattern. So I bought I literally have 40 black ones, 40 white ones that I just rotate. And then I have 20 or 30 of these ones just because I like the fit, you know, and the way that they feel. And I use them as undershirts often as well. And they don't smell. Some athletic shirts, whenever you get sweaty in them, they fucking stink afterwards, you know? Oh, USD. I forgot my currency is. Oh, he didn't say USD. He didn't say USD. I forgot my currency. Talking about Speedo fabric. I'm not sure. I just know that some athletic shirts that I've bought in the past, they make people's sweat stink. It's not because they're sweaty. It's because they sweat and then the shirt dries. I remember it vividly from football practice and wrestling practice. That some motherfuckers would stink and it was their shirt, their gym bag and shit, you know, because the sweat, more than normal. This material, this blend or whatever, doesn't really stink you up too much. But also SWVA, I'm in no rush, but I'm just glad that I run into you. I'm more excited about the hat and seeing how that works out because it's getting hot in my area. Well, in our area, I should say. We live in a similar part of the world. Um, and in the summertime, I definitely wear a hat because when I'm taking photographs, bro, you're out in the elements a lot, man. Yeah, Heather, exactly, exactly. Over on YouTube, where are you guys at? I know my buddy uh Rooters. I know that he's over in Brazil, right? What is 1 lakh? What is 1 lakh? LL, what is that? How do you say that? 1 LAKH? Whoops. It's 100,000. Jesus Christ. 1 lakh to USD. That doesn't seem right. It's $100,000. Oh no. Never mind. That's not right. 1 lakh rupees. $1,000. Wow, dude. So 1 lakh, 1 rupee is what? Jesus Christ. How much is 1 rupee? One rupee is like 1 cent. Holy fuck, boys. 1 Indian rupee, 1 cent. Yo, anytime I travel abroad, I always feel like when I exchange money, that's why I never exchange a lot of money. I always exchange just a couple $100s at a time because I feel like it's like monopoly money. You know, it feels weird. It looks weird, you know? Just wait till you come to Indonesia, you'd be a millionaire. Yo, you know what, man? I'm at the age 35, 36 where I'm starting to like when I first got into my 30s, I'm like, "Hey, where do I want to spend the rest of my life?" You know, cuz I was starting to get into this whole content creation thing. I was like, I can do this pretty much anywhere. Especially with social media attached to it. It's like I can do this anywhere. Where can my money like really go the furthest? I thought about like Southeast Asian countries, but I don't know how long I could do it for a season or two, a year, 2 years, and then probably find somewhere else. But I really liked Costa Rica. Costa Rica was a little bit cheaper and it was beautiful. Because I'd still like to have like modern amenities, you know. But Indonesia or like Bali, like those kind of places, those common places where people go, you know, those what are they called? Digital nomads. Bali is in Indonesia. Yeah, I knew that, but I'm just thinking of like popular spots where the digital nomads go. And I think Bali and Indonesia have like a bunch of programs. Found 2 options, but I may just need to get the True Classic shirt pack and try them for me too. I mean, if you can get close, bro. Again, I'm not super picky. I was just I know that you have access to different sources, suppliers, I should say, that maybe they had something similar. The True Classics, this brand I've been wearing. I've been trying to get sponsored for them, but I don't do clothing content just because I love their stuff so much, their shirts at least. Should I buy an A6700? Can I use it for sports and event? Yes, you can, 100%. Yeah, SWVA. I'm not critically, you know, like too hypercritical of the specific blend or whatever. I just thought it would be helpful to provide you the exact shirt that I use. I worked for a t-shirt company. Well, not a t-shirt company, a fashion brand startup. And they had some printing stuff. DTF, I think they had. I forget the actual acronyms. But I used my shirt. We printed some stuff on them, and it looked okay. I still have them, but I wanted like small logos. And the problem was the size. We had made the design too small. They still look okay though. Here, actually, I'll go get them. So these are the this was done last year, but these are the same shirts, and we did these logos on the breast. And this was for one of the brands that she has, little marijuana leaf. And it came out pretty clean, but some of the finer finer points started to fall off a little bit, and it started to crack. And then in terms of, but that was like a small 1x1, I think it was. And then kind of the same problem happened here. But actually, this one came out nice. I've washed these several times already. So this is how big it is. So it's like a little simple 1x1. It's tiny. And the letters actually came out pretty decent. It came out nice, I think. So it does work, but I forget what kind of printing she did. It's a monster camera, the 67. I have one. Hell yeah, the 67 is nice for sure. Does the YouTube algorithm aggressively push your content towards audiences that share similar residency as yourself? Probably. I could be I don't think you're completely wrong. My audience, like if I go to my analytics for my channel, my analytics is all over the world, but 33% of my my audience is from the United States, if I remember correctly. Analytics, audience. So this will be super small for you guys to see, but here we go. Top geographies. Top geographies right here. 32%, 31% is United States, India, Brazil, United Kingdom, Germany. And if I go to the See More tab, you guys can see that my stuff goes all over the place, but the meaningful one is the United States, which is what's important to me because I want my audience. Actually, most countries want their audience to be from the United States just because of the being able to sell, you know. So I have a big audience here in India. Look at this. India, 11,000, dude. But this is total views over the course of 28 days. I have close to 100,000 views on my YouTube channel, which is pretty good, I think, right? Yeah, this is the last 28 days. So videos, shorts, yeah, YouTube, my live goes more places, 28%, but overall, yeah, I maintain 32, close to 32% in both videos and shorts. Most of my audience speaks English, United States, Spanish auto translated. This I've been trying to get this metric right here, age and gender for women, up for the longest time. Ever since going live, I've been attracting more females. Females to my audience has been more female. Before I was like 99 and 1. But now this is like going up on 7%, which is a good thing. You ever think we're going to be able to purchase DJI Pocket 4 Pro? Maybe. Maybe. The issue would be like updating its firmware. Audience age, 41%. So let's see, 41 plus 24, what is that? 65% of my audience is between the ages of 25 and 44, which is a great audience. And then if I add up to 54, what is that? 41 plus 24, that's 65, 75. So 75% of my audience is between 25 years and 54 years of age, which is great. Maybe talk to more female clients on stream. I could, but the thing is that they need to show up. They need to like find my channel and stuff, you know. So yeah, they need to find the channel. They need to find the channel. But like I said, most of for the longest time, my shit was mostly men. I'm part of the biggest age percentile. Nice, just made the cut. Well, the reason why zero connection, the reason why I want that age bracket right there is because the chances of that age bracket, 25 to 54, having money to spend is higher. You know, people between the ages of 18 to 24 may just be getting into the workforce, so they may not have that much of a they might not command that high of a salary just yet, just because of experience. And then 13 to 17, that's high school kids that unless they're independent, I mean, their parents are wealthy, they usually don't have disposable income themselves, you know? So having most of my older people likely to be married. Yeah, but I'm not really concerned too much about their marital status. It could matter. I also don't really like my services or what I make content about doesn't really matter if you're married or not married. It's not a performance indicator, a KPI, really, for me. And you'd have to probably pay for that to be like, you know, in ads and stuff. That's the benefit of paying for ads, is like you can really niche down and be hyper specific on your demographics. But the more specific that you get, the more expensive that your ad is. That's how it works. Yeah, that's how it works. All right, y'all. I just hit the 2-hour mark. I am off for the day. I'm going to go get myself some breakfast. 11 a.m. for me. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. If you haven't followed and you haven't subscribed yet, now is your opportunity to do so. I appreciate you guys. Adios.